Congratulations on the Karamveer Chakra honor, ma'am. What does this
Thank you.
recognition mean to you personally and professionally?
Well, personally, it's a great achievement for me. I feel, honestly and very profoundly honored. I was honestly not expecting it. And so this has really come as a, you talk of pleasant surprises in life. Usually, surprises are unpleasant. I
Yes,
faced a lot of unpleasant
yes,
surprises.
yes, yes,
I don't even need to talk about
yes.
it, but this was kind of the best surprise that I have kind of had in a very long time. It is very fulfilling and it is very soul filling. Okay,
Okay.
so it is a great feeling, and I think this award is not just an accolade. It is, I think, a testament to my resilience and also, the inner strength that we all possess.
Yes.
Uh,
Okay.
so,
So next question would be, ma'am, how do you hope this award inspires others to contribute to the society?
uh, I think I am a living example that no matter how many times, life tries to ground you, beat you down, no matter what the challenges are in your life, if you have a clear mind, and that clear mind comes with meditation. And I'm not talking about good, bad, nothing right here. I'm talking about a clarity of thought when your mind is clear and you adopt certain things in your life which feeds your soul. It's very important, and you have to recognize it, what those things are. For me, it is dance. I realized it 2 years ago that it is dance when I started learning dance. For someone, it could be writing. Also, I am an author, as you know.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
love writing. So that is also, for me, really, I would say, uh, very fulfilling. I really enjoy writing, but dance gives me a separate level of joy. So for someone else, it could be football. For someone else, it could be cricket, sport, art, painting, whatever it could be, or just social service. It could be just working with, unprivileged kids, women, or, the third gender, whatever. There are a lot of issues today in poverty. So whatever your calling is, if you can find that calling within, and you work towards that, you don't necessarily have to have a goal all the time कि मुझे भाई यही करना है, I have to earn X amount of money, or I have to go and perform in Albert Hall in London.
Yes.
It's not that. In your own eyes, as you continue moving in the journey that you have chosen, I think the results will come automatically.
Yes.
And I feel I am really, I can inspire people because I am 52. I'll be 53 in January, actually. I'll be 53.
Okay.
I started dancing at the age of 50. I was close to 50 when first time I ever learned dancing. And
So when
my
we say dancing, did you learn some kind of acting or drama for that as
yes,
well?
later, yes.
Uh,
So I started learning ballroom dance with Dr. Sandeep Soparkar, who's a very well known choreographer and very respected in the dance community. And of course, when I started with him, he said that I am not going to put you on stage, at least for the first five, at least for the next 5 years, because
okay.
that's when you're going to be ready. And I was actually very happy when he said about 4 months ago that I think you're ready now to perform. And that is when, I decided that yes, let me now start my career. I've written a book. I have also done a documentary, but those had to do with my life story. So this is something more, I'm doing professionally as a career. Like earlier, I used to run, channels, TV channels. So now it's dance. So instead of doing the same audiovisual stuff with shoots and retakes and
Yes, ma'am.
reshoots, I'm doing this live. So I'm producing things, producing these dance dramas. At the moment, it's just theatre and dance drama. I don't know, I might just take it later to different levels of production. But so I feel very fulfilled that my hard work has paid off. And of course, I couldn't have done any of this without the guidance of my gurus, which is one is Dr. Sandeep Soparkar. I also learned Bharatnatyam with Deepak Mazumdar, who's also very well known in the same field. So I'm enjoying that. And yes, I had to do acting classes myself because I'm not an actor, though I did a
Though
documentary.
you, so was that before you did that documentary or after that you did the documentary?
Well, I shall not tell you that
Oh.
because because then I'm giving away too much.
Okay, okay.
But yes, I had to take very extensive acting lessons because a dance drama is also about, apart from your dancing skills, it's also a lot of acting, your expressions, you have to emote there on stage. You have to cry, you have to laugh,
I
you have
agree.
to smile, you have
Yes,
to be in
yes.
love, you have to do all those things on stage, right? So,
Yes. Thank you for, you already did answer all of my questions regarding the inspiration behind all this
yeah,
dance and drama.
yeah.
So I want to talk to you about your next book. Like, can you tell me something a little more about
Little
the book?
bit, yes, I can, but not all that much. So first, I think you're the first person I'm talking to actually about my second book.
Okay.
So it is yet to be completed, but I would say almost on the verge of completion.
Okay.
I cannot disclose the name of the publishers yet because they will be making the announcement at the right time.
Okay.
And but it is, let me start off by saying that the book is not about me. Let me start
Okay.
by saying
Okay.
that
Yes.
because
That's
everything
something.
cannot, yeah, everything cannot be about me. I've done a book on myself, which was more of a catharsis. It made me feel good when I wrote that. But now I am addressing, it is not one story only, but I am addressing stories of people who are very inspirational. And these are heroes, not necessarily the world has recognized. Some people have gone through struggles, some people are still seeking justice. So, justice is another big part in,
Yes.
it's a
Yes.
big debate. And justice not necessarily in the legal system. There are a lot of issues,
Yes.
in this world today. And yesterday, in fact, when I was at this, session, I met someone who's a very young girl who was pushed into sex trafficking. And she was just at the age of 14 by her own family.
Okay.
And I mean, it was just, and she wants to become a motivational speaker. And it is just, now she's out, of course.
Yes.
So there are a lot of these issues, either we brush under the carpet or we don't,
But it is always necessary to talk about them.
Yes, it is
Yes.
very, very important. And I'll tell you how dance has helped me,
Yes.
in this. Because what with, each and every movement, what I started realizing is real courage is really, being seen, allowing yourself to be seen, allowing totally, and allowing the world to witness your struggles as well as your victories, both. It is not just, where you're talking just about all the good things that have happened in your life. And so it is very important because we all like to, create this imaginary world. I would not say imaginary world, but there is a kind of layer we put out that this is the me.
Yes.
But we all go through our struggles. And I think, people who are able to talk about their issues, challenges, struggles are always the stronger people. And
Yes.
it is a fact. It
Yes,
is a
actually.
fact. Because if I'm not afraid to talk about my weaknesses, if I can do
And
that,
you are the strongest person
my
alive.
strengths are seen anyway. I don't have to
Yes.
talk about that.
Yes.
And I feel really, really blessed and honored. I'm actually I feel very emotional today that I am, getting this award because it is really an honor, and it is it's very fulfilling and soul filling, like I
Yes.
said, to receive a Karamveer Chakra award. So it just feels that I have been brave.
Yeah.
Though I shouldn't say it myself.
That's great.
My resilience is shown, and I
Yes.
hope it inspires everyone. It does not matter, if people may say nasty things about you, people may try to, kind of bring you down, particularly when they know that you're succeeding. But never be afraid to change, number one. You also must remember that there are a lot of people who will be upset because you're trying to change, you're trying to become better. But there will be a lot of people who will rejoice your growth. Like today, I think,
Yes.
just
We all are. Yes.
United Nations and all of you
Yes.
and I Congo and Rex Karamvi Chakra, they are rejoicing my victory, my growth, my resilience. So, and it can happen to all of you.
I have one last question about
Yes.
your philanthropy. So, as a great philanthropist, what are some causes closest to your heart and why? And could you please share a memorable experience or impact story from your philanthropic work?
Yes. So at the moment, I mean, there are lots of stories, and there are lots of stories actually in my life that at the moment, because of certain things, I cannot talk about, which
Okay.
is connected to my philanthropic causes. But at the moment, I would like to talk about the body that I am engaged with. Mm. So this is an NGO called Insaniyat, and it is run by a very young, dynamic guy called Arjun Meghe. And he's also a BJP party worker, but that's not his this thing. So this he's been doing from the time he was a student, a very young guy. And he started this at the time of the Nirbhaya case,
Okay.
So where he started off by teaching self-defense to women, the importance of self-defense. But now the way I'm engaged is we try to rehabilitate women, who come out of prison, whether it's on bail, whether it's on, whether they've got acquitted, because, uh, that's one area nobody wants to talk about. Nobody wants to talk about the hard things in life.
Yes.
Because
Because it
once
takes a lot of guts to speak about
yeah,
the truth.
yeah, exactly, exactly. So when particularly women,
Yes,
men
particularly
are
women.
kind of welcome with a red carpet, when they're out of prison. But for
Yeah.
women, it is because their families stand outside, the prison doors, and there's a party thrown at home because
Yeah.
he's like जैसे बहुत महान काम करके आया
Yeah.
है, but जो भी
Exactly.
है, some people are
I
innocent,
completely.
some
I
people
see.
are
I see
not.
that. I see that.
But at the same time, women, most women, when they go to prison, are usually abandoned by their own families 99% of the time. So, particularly, I'm talking about it happens in very, I would say, elite societies as well, but
Yes.
at the grassroots level, it's a very common thing. And when they come out, they have no family, they have no money, they have no jobs, and they have problems actually also seeking a job,
Mm.
because then, people, even if they're innocent, people, because that, whilst the thing is you're innocent till proved guilty in India, it
Yes.
actually still doesn't work that way
Yeah.
in the minds of people. You're
Yes.
guilty till you can
Yes.
prove yourself
Yes. Yes.
innocent.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Actually,
right?
which is
So
actually a bad thing. It should not happen
it
that way.
is
Yeah.
constitutionally, morally, ethically, that is wrong.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. I do
you
agree
are
on that.
innocent till you're proved
Proven.
guilty, and that is the law everywhere. But that is not the mindset
Because it hasn't
of,
happened to the people who are speaking about it.
yeah, it is not the mindset, particularly in India. It's very
Yes.
different overseas. I can tell you that because I'm myself a British citizen. I
Yes.
know I've lived overseas most of my life. It is very different. But here I've seen that it becomes the burden, the onus moves to, I would say, the victim, honestly, to, prove that you're innocent because you're branded guilty
Yeah.
till you prove your innocence.
Till you
That's
prove
not the
your
law.
innocence. That's not
So
the-
people need to be taught about the Indian constitution and the law
Yes.
also in a very big way. So that is one, but I'm talking about coming back to women. So what we do is every month we hold workshops, and it is not just prison women who go to prison. Also, many women whose husbands, fathers, are in prison. Suddenly, they don't know what to do because a lot of them have never worked in their lives. They don't know how to support the
Yes.
families.
Yes.
So we give them, we train them with different skills. So we hold workshops where we train them, let's say, with soap making, it could be agarbatti making, there could be a lot of things,
Yes.
So also teaching them computers, how to operate computers, just to kind of log in data. Those are for the little educated lot. अभी आप मोबाइल में कर सकते हो तो कंप्यूटर में भी कर सकते हो.
Yes.
अभी तो I mean there are things like I've seen that they are begging but they have a mobile on the hand. So everybody is quite
Yes.
savvy that way.
Yes.
So, and we ensure, so it is right up to the end. So we ensure that these women are employed after that. So it doesn't just finish, the workshop doesn't finish with just training them. So, and then they are employed. So that gives them the ability to kind of earn a respectful livelihood. So,
Yeah. So, guys, this was Indrani Mukherjee. And speaking about her life experiences, I would like to urge to all the women, especially in India, that instead of complaining, start living and don't look for validation. Thank you. Signing off. This was Akash Chaudhary.
thank you.
Thank you,
Very
ma'am.
well said,
Thank you so
by
much,
the
ma'am.
way.